The final game on Saturday, Lions 42, Broncos 17. Lions moved to 10-4. Broncos are now 500. Russell Wilson goes 223 for 1 touchdown and a fumble loss. Also added in a rushing touchdown. Not a bad day. Goff won some leagues, some matchups this week. 278 yards, but 5 fucking touchdowns. Good God. Yeah. Samaje Perine, he had 6 for 37 and 1 for 11 through the air. Javonte Williams was not great, 12 for 27 and 2 for -7 through the air. McLaughlin, 2 for 2 and 2 for 16 through the air. So the Broncos running backs were useless. The Lions running backs were not. Gibbs goes 11 for 100 yards and a touchdown, 2 for 8 yards and a touchdown through the air. He was awesome. David Montgomery goes 17 carries for 85 yards and 2 for -3. He was not awesome, but he was still pretty damn good on the ground. So Lions, what's that? 185 yards rushing just between these two alone. Oy. Good God. The receivers, we got Cortland Sutton goes 5 for 71. Disappointing because he didn't get into the end zone. I mean, not a terrible day, but it's not what he had been doing. Judy, that was kind of his best game in a while. He had 3 for 74. Lil Jordan Humphrey comes in and has 3 for 16 and steals away a touchdown that nobody started. What's his start percentage? 0 and right? Yeah, 0-0.
Yeah,
that was very helpful, Sean Payton. Thank you. St. Brown does what St. Brown does because, of course, the Lions go off because the league I had all my Lions in, I lost last week. So thank you, Lions, for abandoning me when I needed you. 7 for 112 and a touchdown for St. Brown. Jamison Williams goes 4 for 47. Reynolds 2 for 41. Nobody else really of note. The tight ends, nothing to see on the Broncos side. Laporta goes 5 for 56. Doesn't sound great, does it? But 3 fucking touchdowns. So good guy.
Yeah.
So you would have had what do you have, like 100 points if you started Goff, Gibbs? Oh, no, more than that.
Oh.
You start Goff, Gibbs, St. Brown, and Laporta. Like, I have a guy in my league who's a Lions homer, and he had all 4 Lions this week. And this week he put up like 140 points just on them.
Yeah, I did a tweet on that. All 5 of those starting options, where if it was the 2 running backs, Goff, the tight end, and the wide receiver, is 128.12 points. Like, they smashed for you. So if you started all 5 of those, you're looking great right now.
Neither kicker did anything for fantasy. Badgley did what he had to, but it was all extra points. Will Lutz, same thing. They didn't miss. They just didn't do much. The defenses were not great. The Broncos put up 0.5 on 2 sacks alone. The Lions were tolerable. They had 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a recovery. What do we take out of this, aside from the fact that the Lions have like a consolidated share here to like 5 players, a receiver, a tight end, a quarterback, and 2 running backs, and they're all pretty much must starts. Even Montgomery, I know he didn't get the touchdown, so that's a down score, but if that's your floor, it's kind of like Pittman. If that's your floor, I'm starting you every week. I don't care.
Yeah, if some of those touchdowns go his way, you're feeling a lot better about him this week. Interestingly enough, like, I'm really encouraged by this game from Gibbs because this game got out of hand, and Gibbs was splitting work involved. So, like, he's basically at that point where he is an RB1 for fantasy no matter what. Even in a positive game script like this where you think it would hurt him, it really didn't. Like, he was involved in the entire game. It's just
he's up to 9 overall. I didn't realize he's that high up.
He's been awesome this last second half of the year, which makes sense. Like, he's been way better than Bijan. We can talk about Bijan later.
That's funny. I was pulling up Bijan as you said it. He's 13. I was thinking the same thing. I wanted to see. I wonder where Bijan ranks. 13.
That last game killed him, but their ships in the night like cross each other, going the opposite way. But yeah, this Lions offense is incredible. On the flip side, Denver's offense, I don't know, man. They get New England next week, so I don't think you're starting a single Broncos player except maybe Sutton. The weird thing for Williams is William. Like, I don't know what the hell they're doing with Javonte because his stuff went down the drain. Like, he was 3rd in routes run. He only saw like 40-something% of snaps. Like, he was just not that involved. He wasn't very good. So I don't know if this was Sean Payton trying to teach him a lesson or whatever, but it's been pretty rough for Javonte. He's RB29 on the year. It's not good for him.
I think I'm starting Russ and Sutton next week, and that's it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even feel great about Russ going against New England.
No, in Superflex, if I need a QB, like, I don't want to start. I don't have any leagues where I don't think I have him in any single QB leagues.
No,
and if you have him in single QB, you're probably not still playing. So
I have a 3 seed team that is dependent on him. He's like my QB1 on that team. It is treacherous to say the least. I am not loving life in that league. But yeah, like the Lions when they hit, they're incredible. Like this is the offense you chase for this exact reason. You want all these guys in your lineup just because when they hit, like it's amazing. It's that simple sometimes.